Tracy here with Lindy's gang, and I kind of wanted to go through and show you a product that, I don't know, may have been put on the back burner a little bit, but it's going to come shining back again because it's pretty spectacular, and that is our Glitz Spritz. So the Glitz Spritz we've had forever and a day, and it is just shimmer. Just shimmer. It's got some fixative in there, so it shouldn't rub off your project, but it is just the shimmer. And originally we had, I want to say, about 15 colors, and we've pared those down through the years. So we'll start with the originals. That's these guys. And our first one is called Blazing Sun, and he is just that perfect middle of the road sparkly gold that hopefully my camera is going to actually pick up for the third time I've tried this video. So here I've got it on white cardstock, and then I did them both on black cardstock as well, so you can see. So obviously it's easier to see that shimmer on the black, which is why they're so nice and subtle, but it is there. That is Blazing Sun. And then the next gold is called Cactus Gold, and it was one of Lindy's favorites. It is a little bit deeper gold, and her description was that it has a little bit of green to it, which is pretty hard to capture. I call it kind of more antique-y, but it's a gold. It's beautiful. I'll put the two together so you can kind of see the difference, but of course on camera it probably won't show you a whole lot. And then this is Cactus Gold on black. So it's just a nice gold. And then the three last colors in this, what we are calling our Glitz Spritz set, are silvers. And they range from sparkly to dark to, I'm going to just show you. So this first guy is called Scintillating Silver, and he is just a nice, got a nice sheen, that perfect silver color, not too sparkly. Here he is on black, and you can see on these samples I embossed kind of a flower pattern in there with, I used black embossing powder on the black stock and white embossing powder on the white cardstock. So that is scintillating, and I'm going to show you a comparison here in just a second. And then the next guy here is called Brushed Nickel, and he has a little bit more of an antique-y silver color, so he's a little bit richer, but still that nice soft sheen of silver. Here he is on black. And then I'll show you a comparison of him. Well, I'll do all three at once. How about we do that? And then this last guy is called Steel Shimmer, and he was created to kind of bring out a grungy look, or urban, or graffiti, that kind of just a little bit grungy or industrial look. So he is a deeper silver, still a really soft, subtle sheen. Here he is on black, and you can see he's quite a bit darker on black than the other guys were. But the three silvers in there then, this is Steel Shimmer, this is Brushed Nickel, and this is Scintillating Silver. So you can kind of get a nice, hopefully this all comes through on camera, color. And then a couple of years ago, Nuneka and Frau Pony really wanted a sparkly silver and gold. So we came up with pixie dust. Let me put these guys away here. Pixie dust and fairy fluff. So pixie dust, you can see here, much sparklier than the other silvers, but still a nice, neutral, beautiful silver. Here he is on black cardstock, and you can see a lot more of that shimmer. And then pixie dust is the gold version of that. You can see that on here. He's got a nice sparkle to him. And here he is. I should be calling these girls, right? Why do I keep calling them boys? Anyway, this is pixie dust. So then on to the new guys. Oh, we are calling them one set, even though they aren't coming as a set, but they are 6 new colors. So maybe I'll get them in order here. Hopefully I've got them in order. They all started oh, it's been years. Our infamous Kate Palmer, who does so much behind the scenes, you would be amazed. She coordinates our design team. She coordinates our social media. She's the go-to everything. I'll call her vice president just because I don't have one. Anyway, Kate asked me years ago for a Glitz Spritz that was a rainbow. Kind of like, you know, when you look at the top of a puddle and you see that oil slick. So we have searched high and low. It really is a unicorn to try and find, and to find that will actually spritz through a sprayer. But we have, this is just the bottle. We have something that I'll show you. I'm going to leave him for last because he's spectacular. But I wanted to tell you why we've come up with these other guys here that we are calling our mystic group, because we kind of use some mystic names to name them. And we'll start with this guy. This is Flaming Faye. She is, let's call her a girl. She is a perfect copper. Look at that, just perfect. Not too sparkly, nice shimmer. Obviously, the more you spray, the more copper you get. This is her on black. So that is Flaming Faye. We will put her here. And then next is kind of a funky color, but I think you guys are gonna love her. She is Lilac Lichen. And on cardstock, the white, hopefully you can see, she's got a nice subtle lilac color, really soft, but then a silver as well. So on white, you get a lot more of that lavendery lilac color. And on black, of course, the silver really shines through, and she's just beautiful. So that is Lilac Lichen. We will put her here. And then for all the rose gold lovers in the world, we have Blushing Banshee. And she is a, don't look at my spot, that's why I covered it up. It was just me doing an oopsie. But you can see, hopefully, that she's a beautiful rose gold, pink gold, whatever you want to call her. She's just a really soft pink, and then there's a beautiful gold sheen over the top. Here she is on black, which of course then that gold really shines through. So that is Blushing Banshee. And then we can't leave out the blue and green lovers of the world. So we've got Shimmering Siren. Oh, and I didn't mention, in all of our Glitz Spritz now, maybe you can hear him, we've put a little ball in there to help shake things up a little. But Shimmering Siren is super cool. I don't know if I want to color blue or green or turquoise or teal, but she's kind of a mix of all of that. But again, still really subtle. And here she is on black. What is interesting to me is how much more green she looks on the black and how much more blue she looks on the white. Anyway, just an observation. Then last but not least, everybody wanted an antique gold. Just that deep, rich, kind of medieval gold. So we've got it in Dragon's Delight. And it's pretty gorgeous. And here it is on black. So you can see it's just a much richer gold. And then finally, here she is, Unicorn. You're gonna get her. You're gonna be super unimpressed on how clear and boring she looks in your bottle, but I promise you she will not disappoint. So I'm hoping this actually shows up. Maybe I'm gonna do it really slow so you can see the blue. The blue shows the most, but then there's some violet and pink and green, and as close to an oil slick as we can create in our shimmer, and sparkly. Oh, she is spectacular. And here she is on black, which of course then the blue shows up. Ooh, there's a little purple you can see, hopefully. So this is a sparkly, gorgeous, amazing unicorn. So those are Glitz Spritz.